my friends. So today we're going to talk about blue oceans. What is a blue ocean, right? And a blue ocean, a red ocean, what does it mean to have a blue ocean strategy and why it matters? And so we're going to talk about that in a second, but first this.
So the real question is this. What are the strategies, techniques, and tools that you need to learn to generate residual income from the e-learning boom that's happening right now? My name is Jean-Serge and welcome to Course Income Secrets.
So I'm actually listening to this new audiobook that I'm just doing. Just going to share this on my timeline. But I'm just listening to this new audiobook called Blue Ocean Strategy, and it's from a fella. I'll have to look at what the author is. I'll give that to you in a second. Let me just do this. Sometimes I should plan ahead for this. Put this up on before I even do that. There we go. So a blue ocean strategy is all about finding a new way of, building your business, promoting your product, promoting your company, promoting your courses. And it's all about trying to think outside the box versus, just going and doing what your competition is doing, trying to beat your competition on, a better product or a lower price product or being a nicer salesperson or things like that, right? So, and I'm not an expert. I'm still just learning. I'm only halfway through this book here. Let me show you what the audio I'm talking about. And just a second. So the audio is Blue Ocean Strategy right here by, what's his name? Is Chan Kim and Renee Moboring. So I'm not really sure who that author is. I've not actually heard of anything else that these authors did. It's not read by the author, so I don't know who that is, but it's pretty good book. I mean, it's not as awesome as other books. It is good enough and awesome, good listen. The only thing I find about it is that they seem to repeat themselves quite a bit, which sometimes is good. You'll hear a topic in a chapter, and then later on in another chapter, it seems like they're just saying the exact same thing. Sometimes that's good, right? Because you're supposed to, the more you hear the same thing, the better it is, right? But here's the thing. So what is a blue ocean strategy? Okay, so blue ocean strategy is all about finding a different way of looking at your product, at your service, at your course, as to what is it, who is it that would maybe buy it that's not even in your target market, but that would be interested in something that your product or service gives them. And I'm trying to remember, I should have taken notes, but I think and the thing is that, like I said, when I first heard about this from Russell Brunson in his books and .com Secrets, Expert Secrets, he talks about the blue ocean strategies. He talks about building yourself a blue ocean, creating yourself a new, product, a new market. But he doesn't really talk about how to come about this. What are the steps that you need to go through? And this book really talks about that. He talks about the steps. Like I said, I'm only halfway through. I'll have to, listen to it more and listen to it probably another 2-3 times before I actually have a good grasp on it. But the thing is that, it's great. It's great to create a blue ocean, but, how do you do that, right? But just to back up and explain to you the difference between the blue, like I said, a blue ocean and a red ocean. Red ocean, just imagine you're selling chocolate bars. And there's 20 other companies selling chocolate bars, and they're all selling to the same demographic, the same market, people who like sweets and people who buy the chocolate bars and that kind of stuff, the kind of people that do that. I buy some sometimes. I'm just saying, it's a kind of a defined market, right? So what happens is that you start selling your chocolate bars, and you're going to try to sell to this exact same market. That's a red ocean, because you're going to be jumping in with all those other companies. You're going to be competing. You're going to be fighting, and it's like a war where you're in the water, and the 2 teams or the 10 teams are fighting at each other, and eventually get bloody, and that's why the water gets red. That's why they call it a red ocean. because of the blood of the competition of everybody fighting against each other and just in the same place, right? And the bigger the competitors, the more competitors there are, the more there are in the water, the faster the water gets red. And that's what a red ocean is all about. A blue ocean is you find another market, I don't know, say for example, your chocolate bar, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is going to be a chocolate bar that's going to make you, you know, fall asleep faster, and it's going to give you this it's going to make you lose weight overnight. So it tastes just as good as all the other chocolate bars, but it's going to make you lose weight. So that's a different, you know, demographic. I mean, yeah, okay, maybe I'm just a stupid example because everybody who eats chocolate bar probably wants to stop eating them and lose weight and all this, right? It's all pretty common. But I'm just saying, instead of catering to the people to tell them, oh my God, this is so awesome, it's going to give you a sugar rush, it's going to feel so good, you're not going to be hungry for an hour, you know, and not talk about how you gain weight and all that stuff. Talk about losing weight, we talk about sleeping better, and this is the chocolate bar that I'm going to be making. And you know, it's the same chocolate bar, maybe, you know, maybe that's the thing, maybe it's the same thing, but you're just telling people that well, let's say it's true, but I'm just saying, you create this new opportunity, this new target market that's not even buying, that's not even the people that are buying the chocolate bars, it's other people maybe, right? And it's helping them with whatever it is. And then it's a new target market, a new blue ocean. That means that those people that would not even buy chocolate bars are going to buy yours. So they're not even you know, in that other market. So that's what a blue ocean is you find a way to sell. It's like in the book they talk about how Cisco did things to change what people think routers are for and all these things, and how, you know, Apple changed from being a phone to a you know, the smartphone when it came out, how, you know, it became the MP3 player. It talks about how, who else? What other company he talks about? Anyways, he talks about a whole bunch of different companies that invented new markets by thinking outside the box. Like, for example, movie theaters, instead of competing about price or competing about, you know, bigger movie theaters or bigger or more movies at the same time, or better popcorn or whatever it is, this movie theater decided to set up daycare so that families, instead of having to find a babysitter, they could just bring their kids, and their kids could be entertained for an hour or two, well, 2 or 3 hours, I guess, while you're at the movie theater. So that really changed the industry of movie theater going, right? People started going because they had a way of getting their kids babysat easily, versus people who weren't even going because they couldn't get babysitters, right? That's the thing. That's a new blue ocean, right? A new way of attracting people into your, you know, your product, your service, your market, your course. That's what a blue ocean strategy is. It's talking about finding customers outside of your typical, outside the competition. Don't look at the competition. Look at the future. Think of the future. Think of where you're going, your vision, not necessarily your competition and what they're doing. Just look outside the box. That's the blue ocean strategy. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this message, and if you think anybody else needs to hear it, then please go ahead and share. I'm sure they'd appreciate it, and I would too.
This has been Course Income Secrets, the entrepreneur's blueprint to generating income from the e-learning boom. Some of your friends need to hear this message, so don't forget to share. For more content like this, go to CourseIncomeSecrets.com and make sure to subscribe and follow us here. My name is Jean-Serge Gagnon. Until next time.